As we think about the behavioral needs of dogs, there are many breeds of dogs that are highly intelligent and that need to be mentally stimulated in order for them to live successfully in your home. So when we think about meeting the mental behavioral needs of some of these very smart breeds of dogs, puzzle toys are one of the main ways that we can keep our dogs mentally occupied. So this is our entry-level puzzle kit, and it comes with two different types of puzzle toys. So puzzle toys are rated in terms of difficulty. So the entry level comes with level 1 and a level 2 puzzle toy. And then as your dog becomes adept at figuring out how to get the treats out of this thing, then you can move up in difficulty. You don't want to frustrate your dog when you first introduce a toy to him. If it's too complicated, they're not going to do anything with it. They're just going to walk away. So the level 1 is very simple. It just has little flaps. So you put treats in the chamber, the dog has to lift up the flap to get the treat out. So not horribly difficult, but is mentally occupying. So 9 hidden treat compartments. They remove their bones with their paws. And this is gonna keep your dog focused on doing something that's good for their brain and good, get some little treats that's good for their tummy, and not chewing your stuff up. The Lickin' Layers is a level 2. Holds up to 1.5 cups of food. So you can actually use this as a slow feeder if you have a dog that is a gulper, that you put food in the dish and it just chows it down and the food is gone. That's not very good for your dog. This definitely slows down the feeding process, but you can also use it just with treats. So you have 3 different layers. You got a base layer and then 2 additional layers, and all the layers rotate. So you can load a layer and then rotate the next layer on top of it to obscure the food you put in there, then put more food in the next layer and then rotate that. And so the dog will have to learn to rotate each subsequent layer in order to get the treats and the food out. So in the interest of not overfeeding your dog, starting off with some kibble in here is probably a good thing to do, so that way they're not eating a million treats. This assortment does come with 3 different flavors and textures of treats. If we think about the concept of treating your dog, the dog food that it gets all the time is a somewhat low value treat because they literally get a whole dish of it all the time. So different, interesting, novel flavors tend to be more enticing and interesting to your dog, different smells that they've not had before. So you have in here freeze-dried bits of duck, little duck nibs. That's a very enticing, powerful treat. You have the Finley's salmon soft treats, and you can even break these into thirds to make them even smaller, to scatter them throughout the puzzle toy. And then you have these beef, so it's like summer sausage beef flavor. They're small soft treats, so those again can be scattered throughout any of the puzzle toys, and then you have that as an assortment. So that's a whole assortment geared towards the smart dog that needs to be introduced to the concept of puzzle toys. It's available with all those things together as a package at a discount. If you've got any questions about using puzzle toys for your dog, please call the store and ask for a pet counselor.